After dark, and that's what it is with the guys if they're coming and hitting on you, especially after dark, whether it be anywhere else for that matter. Is they shouldn't be out there hitting on you or doing anything after dark. They should be at home, because
Right.
usually that's just trouble.
But during the daytime too.
Yeah,
Over at the high school. Seriously?
Did you have high school kids still there too?
Huh? No, not high school kids. Grown people that work there.
What? Who was it on?
I don't know what their name is. Yeah, they wanted to.
One of the teachers or one of the?
I don't know. But they wanted to go behind the school buses. Nobody goes back there. I guess that's the place to go.
Did he just invite you to go behind the school buses?
Yeah, they do that a lot, like behind the dumpster. I'm like, oh, okay, because I want to get an infection. That's gross. No. And then, like, or in the parking lot, in the office, behind the store, behind Mr.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, there's one guy who came into the store, and I was in there just to help the guy. He had called me, and so I'd gone down to go help him, and I was getting ready to leave. And he told me he's going to go over and park over at the city and meet him back there. I'm like, shoot, I can't go home now. So.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot of
But that was two of them, and then one over at the rodeo, not the rodeo, what is it called, the fairgrounds or something like that. I figured it was the easiest way to
I
do
have
it.
a feeling you don't realize that guys can be predatory, and if they get a cute girl like you to go with them alone, they're assuming you want to do something. Is probably what they're assuming.
Why would they assume that?
Because guys are horny.
But would they assume that if a boy went with them?
But they didn't invite a boy, did they? Invited you. I'm just telling you for your own, do something unless you were playing like hide and seek or something as kids or something, and just, try to sneak a kiss from the neighborhood girl or something like that. But yeah, it's most of them. Unless you had some business that you were arranging, like you were meeting them to go see a house or go see the restaurant, or unless there was a reason to meet with them for some reason, don't go with any guys anywhere.
Well, what about if they offered to come over and help me fix stuff in the house after I get it? Because.
Be careful. Just be careful. Their plumbing, if they say they want to help lay some pipe, it's a different type of pipe than what you're thinking.
Uh-oh. I was thinking it's going to be easy to get this house fixed because everybody wants to come fix them.
I bet you they do. And then they don't want to charge you. They want something
Yeah,
else
it was
in
free
return.
too.
Yeah, that's because they were hoping that they could sneak a little something from you. Dirt.
Hmm.
Yeah, so be careful about that. Okay, it's kind of like,
Big detour to pizza.
it's like this. Most guys are respectable, and they're gonna try to be respectable. Like, I'm gonna try to help you just because you're a new person in town. We have something in common. We're from the same part of the country. Go to church together. I try to help you because you're a new person in town, and that's what a respectable guy should do. Okay? 99% of the guys may come off as respectable, but you've always heard that they think with the other head.
Mm-hmm.
They're not always thinking with this head. A lot of times they're thinking with the other head. And they're thinking, if I can just get a little something off of her. Sex to guys is sex. It's not love. Sex to girls is love. Most of the time. Have you noticed that? Why do so many girls, it's kind of like when I did youth group kids. Why do so many of those girls give it away starting at such a young age, because they thought they were showing the boy love. And they were, if I had a nickel for every 14-year-old girl that told me she was in love and the boyfriend she had when she was 14 was going to be her husband someday, I'd have a bunch of nickels, because they all thought whoever they were in love with at that age was going to be their future husband, their first love type of deal. You probably felt the same way when you were young about a boy you had a crush on, right?
I can't remember feeling like that.
You
Not
can't
like,
remember? Okay, well, a
with
lot
a
of them,
boy.
that's the way they were.
right?
But when they were having sex with those boys.
See, I didn't do that either.
Well, good for you, but most of those girls were thinking, I'm giving this boy what he wants, so therefore they thought of it as a trade. I'll give him sex, and therefore he'll stay with me because he wants sex. And so I'm giving him what he wants, so he'll fall in love with me, and we'll live happily ever after.
But that's not how transaction works.
But that's how 99% of people think the transaction works. And guys are horny all the time, okay? I'm just telling you, this is how we are. And this is a conversation for just you and me. I don't want this, let's not talk about this everywhere else, but because I don't want people thinking ill of me or anything like that. But guys, even myself, and like I said, I think you're very attractive. Now, I'm married, I'm a good guy, but that doesn't mean I'm blind, okay? You're a very pretty girl. But that doesn't mean that I'm blind. You see what I'm saying? So, if I think you're cute, I'm sure every other guy thinks you're cute. I mean, it's not hard to see a cute girl.
But it doesn't really
And
work
guys-
like that, does it?
Guys are visually attractive, okay? A woman, usually you win her heart. It's the little things. It's what a guy might do for you or say to you, or there's a lot of things that's kind of like when the sex finally happens, guys are ready to go right now. I mean, they'll jump on top of you in a heartbeat. Girls you probably like to have a guy maybe nibble on your neck a little bit, be romantic, take a little foreplay time and get you going. Guys aren't like that. Guys just want to jump on top and get it done. So, I mean, think about some of your past guys that you've had relationships with in the past. There's a lot of them that, depending on how they were, they either had to, they either were ready to go right then, or some of them may have taken the time to, like I said.
No, I don't really remember anybody saying, "Oh, we can do it later."
Yeah.
I don't remember that ever happening.
That never happens, does it? They want to jump on top of you for the minute they see it. They just want to rip your clothes off and go for it. Because that's what guys do. We're visual creatures. So when we look at a girl, I mean, I hate to say it, but we're going to look here. We're going to look at those legs. We're going to look at your ass. We're going to check you out from top to bottom, but we're going to think, damn, I wish I could have that. But then the guy's going to go down the road to the next girl and say, ooh, damn, I wish I could have that. Guys are like dogs. They just want to hump everything they can get on
Right.
top of. And that's why you have to make sure that you find the guy that is willing to be patient, develop the relationship. And that's why I was cautioning you last time, you were talking about married men hitting on you. I mean, you do what you want to. You're free white over 21. You can go do anything you want to. But if you go down that relationship with the married guy, you're probably going to wind up with disappointment, because 99% of them are never going to leave their wives. They just wanted to get a little something when they could get it. See what I'm saying? So you're going to run into that kind of stuff around here and probably everywhere else. Although the giving you money, walking out of Walmart and stuff, that's a little weird. I've never given a girl money. I've never known any other guys, just like friends of mine, that has ever just walked up to one and given her money.
It's strange.
Yeah. Now, if I have to have at least 2 to 3 months worth of income. And self-employed, you're supposed to have 2 years worth, but I won't employ it. We'll just go off in a few months.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
I think that's doable?
Should be, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, I just can't do anything without, because I can't show bank examiners that you've got any income. You know how you solve this problem? How about we have sex? And those guys that are offering to do work on your house are probably gonna want to have that little relationship with you that you probably don't wanna go
I'm
on.
not really the kind.
No, and there's very few in the county that are that kind. That's what I'm saying. You can be picky, because like I said, you have working girl parts. Every guy wants those working girl parts. That's why I was saying, pretty ones, ugly ones, it doesn't make any difference. If a guy can stick his penis inside of her, he's ready to go. That's all he wants. And he wants to do it again. Yeah. That's all we want. We're very simple creatures. We are not sophisticated, and I hate to be as embarrassingly simple about men. But men are visual creatures. They look, they like what they see, they want to get on top of it. And it's not more complicated or simple than that. So just be careful of the guys.
It's just, like, you would think that if the most of the people that guys look at, they want to sleep with, why wouldn't you just go find one of those ones that want to sleep with you too? Why not that?
And there's a lot of guys that are. I mean, they're going to get married and they're going to stay together and they're going to have a husband and wife relationship that goes fine. But then there's going to be other marriages that are going to be kind of like with my situation, where, I was told pretty early on in the relationship, why did you marry me when you were getting it for free?
How long has that been going on?
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
You ever slept with anybody else?
Maybe once.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. 30 years?
It's tough. It's tough.
And what does she say about it now?
She don't care. She just doesn't care. Remember the 45% divorce and all that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That she knows that. So what am I going to do? I'm stuck.
Oh, okay.
So they just, unfortunately, sometimes when you get married for a long time, you're in a marriage because it's too expensive to get out of it.